Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Sandeep, Salesforce Marketing Cloud Consultant at Magnetic Technologies. So today's agenda is to go through how to add a domain, how to create a dataset, JavaScript integration using Web SDK integration, and Salesforce Interaction SDK Launcher Chrome extension. So, so this is the typical personalization window that you will be accessing once you have this personalization access. In order to get this personalization access, the Marketing Cloud administrator needs to give you the personalization permission. Okay, now let's walk to how to create a domain. So go to the web and website configuration. And here you could see a button called new domain. Once you click on this, you will be having you need to enter the domain URL, and if you want to include the subdomain, make it as true. One condition here is you need not enter the HTTPS, a bytecode, or slashes in the domain URL. It should be the plain, as you could see in the below, right? wealthmanagement.magneti.in. Okay. So in this way, you need to create a new domain and click on save. So next, what is a data set? Okay. So if you could see, I had some different data sets here. So in order to create a new data set, we need to click on manage datasets and click on this plus icon. So in this window, you'll be having ID, name, dataset type, and track accounts. So ID will be the unique ID for a dataset and name of the dataset. And here you need to select the environment. It might be a production, QA, staging, and development. And track accounts, if you have any B2B data and want to track accounts in addition to users, then you need to check these track accounts. Only if you want to track the users, then in that case, you need not check this track accounts. So once you entered all these details and click on OK, a new dataset will be created. So once the dataset is created, now we need to copy the JavaScript integration. Now, if I go to the JavaScript integration, so again, as we discussed in the previous session, we have a synchronous and asynchronous tabs, and synchronous most of the time synchronous is recommended to be used. And if you could see, right, we'll be having auto-generated script, and in this script again, you'll, if you notice, BNB text source INC. So this is the account associated with this particular org, and wealth management is the dataset name. So now we need to add this JavaScript code to the website that you are working on. So this is Kumla's website, and if you could see, I already added this code. Let me show you this. Yeah. Okay, if you could see, right, the script is already added. So now let's move forward on this. Okay. So now we need to add the Chrome extension. So if you can go to the Google, right, and search for Salesforce Interaction SDK Launcher, you will be having a Chrome extension which needs to be added to the Chrome. So let me show you how the extension looks. Okay. So this is the Salesforce Interactions SDK Launcher extension. I'm just clicking on this. Okay. The first you could see a product type. let me, yeah. So if you want to use this only for the CDP, then you can select the CDP. And for customers with the other an interaction studio or Unified Interaction Studio, Salesforce CDP implementation, we can go for this. For now, I'm selecting this. Now you could see a check mark here, detected beacon. So this green check indicates that Marketing Cloud Personalization JavaScript beacon is installed successfully. And again, BNB text source is the account, and this is the dataset name. So what we see in the same, yeah. And if you could see, we have some multiple options here. Okay. So before going to the visual editor, let's see what is a campaign debugger. So once I enable the campaign debugger, it will provide a detailed snapshot of a page, including the activities, items, data, enable and disable web campaigns. Okay. Now force SDK URL. So let's say if we already have a beacon present on this website and there is some requirement and I need to work on different data set, right? In that case, I can enable this and add this particular URL here and may customize it accordingly. So disable error gauge. So when this option is enabled, it prevents Interaction Studio from initializing locally within your browser on this particular site. So once if it is disabled, obviously the JavaScript beacon which we added will be working on the site. So let's say if I now enable the visual editor, right? One second, let me refresh. Okay. So once the visual editor is enabled, you'll be having this particular snapshot where you have different options like create campaigns, create templates, customize the sitemap, content zones, etc. So from here you can directly customize the website, and for this the main option is sitemap. So now let me click on the sitemap. Yes. So now here you could see it's loading the data. So now you could see the sitemap code, and for different industries we can have different type of sitemaps, and we can also customize this sitemap based on the requirement. Okay. So in the last session we also discussed about what are the different components that the sitemap carries. So if you could see, right, we have the content zones, profiles, etc. Okay, thank you all. In the next section, we will be discussing about the sitemap and how to create a campaign.